Hello, Cancers. Welcome in or welcome back to Midnight Morning Readings. Thank you for viewing me today. We are doing your deeper dive into your 2024 messages for the month of May. So I've already pulled your overarching energy card for the year, which is the Angel of Love. And then I've also pulled your May energy card and your May message card that came out, and which was the Envy and the Flowers card. So this has really been a year of you progressing through finding yourself, finding what you value, and really doing that deeper dive, that deep insight into what you hold dear, what you value, that self-love, that self-care, as you're almost going through a realignment of priorities this year. So for your overarching energy card, they gave you a firm foundation, which is the Four of Pentacles, as well, to talk about. To this point, you have really started coming into you've really started coming into this whole circle of standing on your own 2 feet and really figuring out what is really you to your foundational core. So for some people, like there's, for example, their spirituality or their religion is really, it's the core of who they are and what they base everything in their life on. That is their foundation for their choices, their love, their money, everything that they move forward. For excuse me, some people it's their finances, some people it's their family, it's their friends, it's their kids, it's their, their job, because maybe they're a veterinarian or they're a physician, or maybe they are committed to their religion in a sense that, maybe they're a priest, or they have dedicated their life and their profession to helping others, whatever it is, however this resonates for you. But as you have been progressing and doing this exploratory um, year of this self-love and discovery that you've been doing, you've gotten to the point now to where I feel that you've really kind of set, and you're like, what that value is and where you want to be at. And this firm foundation is more of a confirmation of saying, I'm setting the stage. Like, now this is what I have to survive. And you're building on it as you are moving through. Because if your foundation starts to crack, then it's gonna bring everything down. And this, with this Four of Pentacles, you are setting that foundation to yourself very, very strongly, to where it's helping you build up to everything that you've been evaluating over this year to this point. So for the month of May, the energy card they gave you was Envy, and they gave you the Flowers as the message card, which is very, very interesting, because as you've been going through this year, what I am feeling is you've been on an emotional roller coaster, in a sense that you have been sitting there and you've really been evaluating what you value, what and who you want in your life. And you've been letting things go that maybe haven't always been, um, you're finding out that they're not in the best interest for you, or they're encouraging bad habits, or leading you down paths that you're just like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And so you're starting to see some people that maybe are in your social circles, or even in your family circles or whatever, that may be looking at you and just, they're saying, I wish I could do that. I wish I was finding my purpose, my poise, my position, that I would be able to be able to do that. But they're not in a stage of their life right now where they're ready to do it. And you could be helping to plant the seeds for those people to get them on that path eventually. But don't let that discourage you, because they are watching you and seeing how truthful you're being to yourselves. And it's causing them to do an internal reflection on themselves, which is where this flowers, this blooming is coming into play, because they're seeing the person that you're becoming, the blooming that is coming out of it, because it's be generous, success and emotional fulfillment of yours. And that's what I feel. Some of these people that are around you, now they could be people at work, they could be coworkers, they could be clients or patients, or business partners, or uh, suppliers, or they could be family or friends, but whatever it is, they're seeing that spark, they're seeing that light, they're seeing that flower bloom. And it's causing them to start feeling like, I want to do that. Like, I feel like I want to do that, but I don't know how to do that. So they're on a different path than what you are. But as you're looking, these people with the lens that they're looking through, you're doing this Four of Swords. And so the Four of Swords is the rest after the battle. Okay. So it's one of the more peaceful, more calming cards in the tarot deck, of actually saying that you are taking time for yourself. And that's part of this self-love, this self-care, because going through this can be very emotionally challenging. It can be stressful. It can be eye-opening, and it can trigger a lot of emotions based on past experiences that is helping you to let things go. And because you're doing that, people are seeing that you're able to do this, and they're saying, I wish I could do that. I wish I could let go of this and, be a better person for it. But again, they're on their different path, because now they're seeing, okay, here's this Three of Pentacles that's also coming in, this recognition and reward, which is leading into this flowers, this blooming. So they're seeing how you are cleaning. You're almost going through a detox, in a sense, a spiritual, emotional detox that you've been going through this year, Cancers. And they're seeing that how you are releasing these things, and you're not holding on to anger and to resentment and to the negative things that aren't serving you. And they're seeing that you're happy, that you're at peace, that you're more calm, and they're seeing the rewards that it is bringing in for you. They're seeing that abundance come in for you. And so as you're blooming, and you're coming into this, you're seeing, right, this, this the Six of Wands. So this is the success. All right. So you've got the rest and rejuvenation at, you're resting after the battle. The hard work is done. Now it's nurturing, it's growth, it's continuing to love those strong parts of you, and not let those negative components, those negative emotions, those bad habits come back in. Okay. And that's where this is coming in and saying, you have done so much over these first 3, 4, 5 months out of the year, of letting this negative emotions, um, habits, social circles go. So because it's allowing that positive abundance to come in, and they're seeing the better person that you have become as a result of it. And you're seeing it too, because here you've got the Fool. So this is all about the new beginnings. So now that you're starting to see things from a different perspective, which it wouldn't surprise me if next month, as we continue this year-long messages, if you started seeing like the Hanged Man come out, because that's looking at things from a different perspective and a different way. So now that you've started letting things go in this, in this part of the year, and you're starting to really see things differently, it's opening your eyes up to new things. So the last message card they gave you, all right, so here's, fertility. This is the High Priestess. Okay? High Priestess. No, the Empress. Excuse me. Sorry, I think I misspoke on that one. But no, I was correct. It was the Empress. That was correct. I'm sorry. I had a moment there. The birds are on the bird feeder outside, and they kind of distracted me for a second, Cancers. My apologies. But, so when you're looking at this is all about that nurturing, which is what I was talking about earlier, because now you're seeing this blooming, this blossoming positivity and these new beginnings that are coming in, and you're embracing it and you're loving it, and you're really wanting to see this continue to grow. So when you have the new beginnings, you want to continue to foster that, you want to continue to grow that and to nurture that um and to love that, as you're continuing to grow. And, this is just a sign that you are being very successful in recognizing that you have let those negative things go with love and compassion, and that you really don't need them in your life in order to be happy. And therefore, you're going through this part right now, which is where this Four of Pentacles is coming in. You're resetting your foundation. You're resetting your roots. You're resetting all of that, your base chakra, to be able to allow that abundance and stuff to come up and come through in your life and manifest for you. So let's go ahead and get a message card, or a final clarifier message from Spirit for this reading as we wrap up your May messages. Deeper dive. And there we go. And I love this card. Okay. So there's so much to see in this particular card. I just absolutely love it. But it's a change in the wind. And it's kind of, it's kind of even goes back to even the original Mary Poppins, where she says, I shall stay until the wind changes. And that's really what this message card is talking about. The wind is shifting, the wind is changing, and you're starting to see who you're becoming because you've let those things go. You've released them with love and said, thank you, but you're not helping me in my life anymore, and I want to bring in this other abundance. And they may have had a time and a place for you, but it's no longer serving you. And so letting that go and resetting that foundation is what you have been working on as you've been going through this year. So that is your deeper dive into your May 2024 messages. I hope you enjoyed it, Cancers. Please hit that like, subscribe, and share button, and feel free to leave comments in the section below. And we will see you back here next time. Take care.